Though I hate what episodes of Bardock did in making him a Super Saiyan in a forced manner purely for merchandising, it does raise the question of what if he transformed against Frieza. One may expect this to lead to Frieza becoming even more wary of the Saiyans and executing those he can track down, leading to perhaps Goku being the only notable survivor, as I've gone into before. I propose a near opposite take on the scenario though. Bardock's rage at how his people were used and a desire to avenge them has him transform into a Super Saiyan and charge at Frieza, but with his battle power being only around 500,000, he is overpowered by Frieza and made completely helpless when Frieza transforms to assure no other surprises crop up. Rather than go ahead with destroying Planet Vegeta after dealing with Bardock though, Frieza feels content. The legendary Super Saiyan that was the supposed pinnacle of their species and made Frieza uneasy about his unrivaled might, amounted to someone Frieza needed less than 1% of his true power to crush, and show the Saiyans would never be a threat to him. Bardock's rank and base battle power would be unknown to Frieza, with him simply supposing them to be an exceptional warrior, and not thinking of how powerful a super elite like Vegeta could be, if attaining that state. Frieza spares the Saiyan race, knowing they will never be a threat to him. With this, the Saiyans are allowed to still go on dangerous missions and thrive ever further, with Vegeta soon being crowned as King Vegeta and gaining a similar role as his father, though with Frieza treating him with slightly more dignity. By the time of age 761, Raditz being placed on missions that allowed him to fulfill his potential has made him approach Dodoria's battle power, with Nappa rivaling Zarbon's base form, while Vegeta has reached a battle power of around 50,000. Raditz still goes to Earth when curious of his brother's fate, and is unchallenged in wiping out humanity. Vegeta would gradually start becoming fed up of being under Frieza's rule, and start putting in place plans to overthrow him, having the Saiyans fight each other whenever Frieza's forces aren't surveying Planet Vegeta, and use the medical machines to become stronger from the near-death Saiyan power Vegeta had become aware of. Raditz's journey to Earth would have also made them aware of the ability to control one's battle power, which Vegeta would encourage everyone to learn in order to avoid suspicion of their increase in strength. In mere months, the few thousand Saiyans become far stronger, with Vegeta in particular having reached the strength he'd have before his death on Namek. Vegeta would lead the charge the next time Frieza comes to his planet, and make his revolt known. Frieza would immediately transform to intimidate any would-be Super Saiyan, but Vegeta would reveal his true power too quickly for Frieza to go into his true form before being annihilated. Bardock becoming the Super Saiyan did free his people from Frieza's grasp, just not as soon as he'd hoped. Unfortunately, this freedom would be short-lived. Cold Dior would come out of retirement with his son gone, and the Saiyans, unaware of him being far stronger than Frieza's lower forms, would charge into their doom. Cold would then destroy the planet, wiping out all but one. Tarbell would not escape for long though, Abor and Kador being given even more imperative orders to get rid of him than normally. And Broly would not be within this continuity when we are following that of the Z anime the Bardock special occurs in. Cold would remain unchallenged for a few years, until Babidi starts exploring more planets when seeing Earth is no longer an option for energy. Cold would become his servant, and Boo would eventually be revived, though Babidi's ambitions would only last as long as he does not go to Planet M2, or maybe even just Planet Lude. In this scenario, we see the triumph of Bardock's awakening, but how its legacy would bring about a bad end for his species and the universe in the long term. In other words, Super Saiyan Bardock was a mistake. Thank you for having listened through this scenario. Post your own ideas for what ifs or Dragon Ball analyses in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and I'll see you later.